Some of what this horse is doing is just how she's made. I can't change her angles, but what I can change is get her muscles better and work this pinched nerve and getting her moving better. So I want to take a minute and give you a quick look at Lola. Lola is the one that had the pinched nerve in her shoulder, and we've been working on getting the muscles around that nerve to relax, help the shoulder. Anytime you have something going on in a horse, there's always going to be some issues on the diagonal leg. So the pinched nerve was in her left shoulder, so there's always going to be some issues in the diagonal, which would be her right rear, from compensating from the pinched nerve in the shoulder. She's had that one MagnaWave treatment that I showed you on video and we talked about. She has another one set up for tomorrow, so by the time you see this video, she will have already had it. And as far as riding her, we've been asking her to extend out a little bit, take bigger steps. She's wanting to do this little short, choppy stuff, which keeps her muscles kind of bound up. By asking her to reach out further, that helps to stretch those muscles. In the beginning, when we started doing that, she was pinning her ears back, getting mad because it hurt. Well, now those muscles are getting softer, so it doesn't hurt like it did. She still has an odd gait. She's always going to have a little bit of an odd gait because the angles on all four legs are different. And that's something I pointed out in the first video I did of her, like riding a horse with 4 flat tires. And even afterwards, when I spoke to her owner, she talked about some of the things that they did with her for her to travel better when they were showing her at halter. So that's just how she's made. And let's take a minute and talk about that, because it's an issue with a lot of horses, and people don't even think about it even being a possibility. So when you look at a horse's conformation, turn a little better. You look at the shoulder angle, the hip angle, angle of pasterns, angle of foot, and you can look at all those angles right here. She's not standing great. Take a step forward and set her up again. Not like, all right, let's see what we got now. She's a little bit clubby on that foot. Her angles on her back are a little different. And if you look close, all those angles don't match. Every leg has a different angle. Turn around so you can look at the other side. And people don't think about that even being a possibility. You think of a horse's angles. Was it Practical Horseman magazine or Western Horseman that would have the conformation stuff where you pick out the horses with the better conformation and they would draw the trapezoids on? And people don't think about the trapezoid and all the angles on one side, not only not matching the other side, but not matching front to back. Sometimes you talk about front to back, but they don't match side to side. So her movement is going to be different in all four legs because all those angles are different. So you have to take that into account with every horse. I remember I had a horse come in training one time, and I got on the horse's back and looked down, and the shoulder angles right here were drastically different. One was a real long sloping shoulder, and the other one was straight down. It's just how she was made. Some of what this horse is doing is just how she's made. I can't change her angles, but what I can change is get her muscles better and work this pinched nerve and getting her moving better. So let's go back to that trot we were doing. Let's go back a little bit faster. There we go. It feels like work to her. She's not real happy about it. It's kind of like going to the gym and working out. But that's what she needs to get better. I see so many comments about horse doesn't like this bit or doesn't like that bit or doesn't like whatever I'm doing. Let's keep going. Well, I don't really like to eat my vegetables, but it don't mean they're not good for me. So just because a horse doesn't like something doesn't mean you change it. This horse needs to be moved. She needs to be stretched out. And that's what she needs to get better. That's what we've been doing. And she's improved a whole lot. She's not near as grouchy. She don't buck anymore. She rarely pins her ears. If she pins her ears now, it's just mad about what we're asking her to do because she really don't want to work that hard because it feels like work. I have her in this low port leverage bit so that I can ask her to bring her nose in a little bit because that helps to stretch her neck. I can do that more efficiently and better for her with this bit than what I could with snaffle bit. That little bit of bringing her nose in, bending her neck, it's not where I need her end result to be, which she would probably never reach. Let's go a little faster again. She would probably never reach the roundness that I would want of a performance horse. But that frame helps her body to be better. In a video a while back, I talked about, not that long ago, I think a video came out this week, I talked about dealing with the muscular system of the horse and the skeletal system and developing the muscular system to teach the horse to move correctly. And that's a big part of what went wrong with this horse. Since she was shown as a halter horse, they put on bulk but didn't really develop the muscle like it needed to be, and they put on that bulk too quickly. In that other video I talked about when I get a horse for training, I'd rather it be a little underweight than a little overweight because it's harder to convert fat to muscle than it is to build muscle. Well, as she was a younger horse and being fitted up to show in halter, that's what she's bred for, to be shown in hand, they put that bulk on. It really didn't work it like it needed to be to develop that muscle. Because of her breeding, the muscle, the body mass grew quick, developed quicker than what other parts of her body did. That's part of being bred to be a halter horse. That's part of that bloodline, that breeding. So now we're working through the effects of that. I have talked about, let's let her walk a minute. I have talked about, and a lot of other people have opinions about halter horses as far as being not very athletic, not a very good mind because of how they're bred to do the certain job. And in a large situation, they can't really do the job because of how they're putting on body mass. And that's a big part of what I'm dealing with here. And I'm sure I'm going to get comments saying she's sore. She is sore. I'm not going to tell you she's not. She's muscle sore. The only way to get that better is to work through it. Just like going to the gym and working through your muscle sore. The difference is she is muscle sore from the muscles that she had being just totally not right. So now we're working her muscle system back like it should be. So I've done quite a few videos of her in this whole process that we're working through. This is Lena. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll put a link up here to our other videos. Until next time, thank you for watching. Yeah. I got to redo my closing. I told you the wrong name. This is Lola. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'll put a link up here to our other videos. Thank you for watching.